Hey guys, Steamcogs here. It has been a little bit, but I've been trying to write a short film, and I'm going to try to keep this video short for all those people that are desperately trying to find tips and tricks for how to write a short film. First one that I have to offer, first tip, is do not go and research unrelated things. For example, a PC build that you're going to try to make into a laptop form factor. Don't distract yourself with that, or researching a cool car that you really want to have, but probably will only get later on in life. All right. So once we get those taken care of, then what I did first is a mood board. So this is tip number two: design a mood board, especially if you're going to do a whole solo kind of production. If you have a design team and whatnot, tell them to make a mood board. It'll help out. And originally I was kind of okay. Originally, I was going to do a sci-fi steampunk style, so I grabbed different things from sci-fi that I wanted to do. Then I grabbed different steampunk things that I wanted to do, and then I did a third mood board. These are different mood boards on Google Slides if you couldn't tell. I'm probably cropping in a lot of stuff to protect some information, but I kind of tried to do this style. It didn't end up working, and so anyway. But a mood board kind of helps you get ideas in image form down somewhere. All right, and now we move on to my script area, which is really just like I basically made it into a grocery list of what I need. All right, so write down what you need and what you want in your short film. So things that you want is like what the uh, genre of it is going to be. Is it going to be sci-fi? Is it going to be fantasy? All right, and then I've got different stuff like motivation of the story, underlying symbolic stories, yada yada. Characters. This is going to be a big one. Again, if you're doing a solo production type stuff, listing out all the different types of characters you're going to need is going to help and realize it's going to help you realize how much work that you're going to try to push yourself to do. All right, and then my next thing. Oh, I have a note here. A short film is too short for acts. So you see how I have Act 2, 3, and 1 here? I accidentally moved that. Yeah, a short film is too short for acts. Sure, yeah, there's certain beats that you hit, but I wouldn't really call those acts. Those are for plays and Shakespeare. And if you're trying to do a short film, you are not trying to write Shakespeare. Next up is going to write out slash develop your characters. So basically, I did kind of a more normal setting. What you really want to do is start off in the middle of the action. But if you start off at a calm point, you can kind of build up the different characteristics of all the different characters. And I would advise trying to write a full page at least. And by full page, I mean like you can do person, basically what person says, so dialogue, and then action, maybe with a little bit of extra dialogue too. Basically, just try to let your characters grow. That's what I kind of think it as. That's kind of the whole thought process here is try to let your characters grow here. I did 2 pages because I was really trying to push this one. All right, and then afterwards is the reassess step. Basically, is the action there? Is the action that you want there? And basically, this is just going to be a list of questions that you can ask yourself, and it works for really any genre, I think. All right, and third question: am I writing a novel? This ties back into my whole failed bit of trying to explain that different media is going to have different attention spans. If you're writing a novel or a book of some sort, they are they like if it's going to be physical book or like an ebook right in front of them, whatever, their attention is going to be on that book. All right, so you can get away with some boring stuff in there. All right, and then next question is, am I writing a movie? Right now we are trying to write a short film, so it's going to be shorter than a movie. And I would call a movie something along the lines of it fits in 2 hours. I would go to 2.5 hours or three, but currently, if it only fits within 2 hours with no headroom, then you got to do some cutting on what you're writing. All right. Next question that kind of goes along with it is, can I fit it in an hour? So can I take this 2 hour chunk of writing and fit it into 1 hour? The next step is 30 minutes. You might think the pattern right now in my brain is to just half it each time till you get down to a reasonable time. Well, after 30 minutes, it's 10 minutes. Can you fit everything in 30 minutes into 10 minutes? Then can I fit it in 5 minutes? From my research, i.e., just watching a bunch of different short films, it seems to be that 5 minutes is the typical short film length. But I think there are some out there that have gotten it shorter, maybe like 3 minutes. But the next question, I guess, is can you go smaller than 5 minutes? And depending on answers and what you want, it's time to make some changes. One change that I'm going to do is use a known theme slash fandom out there. And it's actually going to be the original one that I came up with my character. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to release this video. If it's going to, no, it's going to be before I make the actual short film. But spoilers, it's going to be FNAF based because that's kind of the idea that started this. And another change that might be useful is simplify and make your theme universal. That's something that I kind of struggle with here and there as well. And then final tip is write down what you learned while making a short film. It's going to help that you can go back through and review like, yes, I learned this. This is something that I've learned already, and you might need to relearn it multiple times. So yeah, those are the few tips. This is a little bit longer video than I was originally planning for. 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully this helps somebody out there. Keep those cogs turning, and I'll see you later.